I spent years in survival mode looking for answers. Even though I'd left Narcissists, their energy still followed me around. I had to navigate these waters alone, and it was one of the most profound educational experiences of my life. You'll hear me say it a lot, there seems to be the same energy in different bodies. And I've always been interested in energy, frequency and vibration, the law of resonance and the law of attraction. I went through a deep healing journey, and I'm now here to speak up to help others to heal. I'm here to empower you to live your best life. There's a quote from Robert Monroe, who was a prolific out-of-body experiencer. He states, "Someone, somewhere, or both, in millions or uncountable, requires, likes, needs, values, collects, drinks, eats, or uses as a drug a substance called loosh. Someone decided to build a garden and grow loosh." We are human beings. This means we are being something that we are normally not. At the core, we are light beings. This is backed up by science, actually physics. Our base reality is frequencies. Everything is frequencies. Demons are not creatures, but they're low frequency states of consciousness, measurable distortions in energy, like decimals on the vibrational scale of being. We, as we are today, have chosen to manifest into matter. So we've come to Earth School, and we do that by hosting a body or a vessel. You're listening to my soul or my light body right now. We are in a meat suit, an avatar. When your mission is over here, you will leave this meat suit and return back home. The body will lay lifeless on the floor because the operator has left. You loaned your body. You do not own it. You'll have to give it back. It is suited only to Earth. And when your mission is complete, it will be worn out and you will want to leave it. Just like we've taken over a human body, a parasite can do that too. The parasites I'm talking about feed off fear, pain, emotion, struggle, and issues in love. Due to the human's inability to know and connect with their own soul, the world is now spiraling out of control. So entities who need a body are playing havoc here. They enter the bodies of those who are not fully connected. These parasites find a way through your aura field. Your aura is your protection field, but it gets damaged living in a traumatized world like we do. It can also be damaged by alcohol or drug abuse. Anywhere your vibration is low, anywhere that you dim your light, you leave an entrance point for these parasites. In my previous video, we heard Jodie reference that her ex-partner, who was a narcissist, was in fact having conversations with voices. Jodie, at some point while she was fighting for her life, found herself conversing with these entities too. The beings that she caught on her security camera are indicative of what we know are the shadow beings, and shadow beings seem to hang around with people who take, as I said on the previous video, dark drugs, but in particularly, it's outstanding to me that on my first interview I managed to find somebody who has photographic evidence of such beings. It was Robert Monroe who first coined the term loosh. It is described as an emotional energy produced by humans and animals, generally when they're being tortured and of course are in emotional pain. It may have been difficult for me to witness the same energy turning up to destroy my life time and time again, but it has taught me so much about the law of vibration, resonance, and the law of attraction. If we are vibrating in fear, pain, sadness, grief, anger, you are like a bleeding body around a shark. And at that point, you produce premium grade loosh. Monroe claimed that humans are vivid producers with the highest grade loosh arising from deep emotional experiences like grief, parental love, and self-sacrifice. Monroe found this information out while he was leaving his body in out-of-body experiences. Loosh is said to arise naturally via a carbon-oxygen cycle generated from the emotions of living beings who are in pain. In Monroe's books, he references Earth as a garden, an engineered place to cultivate and harvest large and premium-grade loosh. The idea that Earth is a loosh farm extends further than just Monroe's teachings. For an in-depth scientific explanation, you might want to check out the information of Dan Winter, who is a brilliant scientist. His information may be difficult to follow because it's very science-based. But in a summary, what Dan Winter is saying is energy compression and fractal coherence make your auric field less permeable and more unified, protecting and supporting you into a higher consciousness. So it's about inhabiting your array, taking conscious command of your energetic and spiritual field, which is also known as an aura, a plasma body, or charge array. Emotions like love, bliss, and forgiveness are fractal. They allow your field to embed and grow, recursively supporting longevity of awareness. Emotions like fear and anger are non-fractal. They create energetic turbulence and aura leakage. Dan Winter, like I, suggests spiritual hygiene as being part of your practice. You really need to be careful about the people that you're around. Also, grounding techniques that can enhance that ability to reach a level of bliss. That would be techniques like yoga, breath work, or meditation. They help you to inhabit more of your own space. I teach more of this on my online codependency course called The Healing Blueprint. If you'd like to apply for the course, the link is in the description box below. The world is asleep, walking around and operating in unconscious patterns. Eat, sleep, rinse and repeat. The art here is to learn to be 100% present at all times. The difference between a narcissist and us is this. Narcissists live in an empty shell without a core, and we are the opposite. We have a core without any boundaries or hard shell. We are self-generating, whereas narcissists require our energy to survive, and our life force is often siphoned off as a food supply. There are many films that depict humans and animals as food sources. One of my best ones is Jupiter Ascending. There is so much in that film, but it definitely refers to Earth being a loosh farm. It doesn't use the word loosh, but you'll see it's about siphoning off the energy of the living sentient beings on this planet. Other films like The Matrix also refers to this, Westworld, The OA, Black Mirror, Monsters Inc. I'll leave a full list of films that I can think of in the comment section below. If you'd like to add any films that you believe shows the same issue, please feel free to leave them in the comments. In the film Jupiter Ascending, the ruling elite of the universe, the Abrasax family, harvest life energy from humans on Earth and other planets. They use this energy to produce a youth serum that allows them to live for millennia. A quote from the film, from one of the head of the Abrasax family, states, "Earth is just another farm. When the population matures, it is to be harvested." So, now you have this information, what do we do now? Please, no more opening the door or your life to just anyone. We currently have a parasitic infestation on Earth. I think it's been here for years, but it's going to become more prominent as time goes on. Scripture's told this, Bible's told this. I'm not religious, by the way, but there is a lot in the Bible about loosh. It may not be termed loosh, that we are splitting hairs when we talk about personality types such as narcissism and schizophrenia. To me, it seems like good old-fashioned demon possession. In people that are diagnosed with schizophrenia, it would appear that the patients are fighting with a voice. This voice has such a level of intelligence to it that it can no longer be just said to be hallucinations. I've listened to experts that have dealt with schizophrenia patients, and they've even stated that these voices have enabled mass burglaries to go on, where they will tell the person, wait, someone's there, okay, now leave, now you can go, don't go to that house, go to that house. There's no way this can be said to be a hallucination. But if you look at most schizophrenic patients, they are fighting with these voices, meaning there is a part of them and then there is a part that they are trying to push away. With narcissists, it seems to be different. It appears that there is no fighting with the voices with narcissists. The narcissist fully accepts the voices and the entity as them. To me, that's the difference. When you see everything as energy, frequency and vibration, then things become a lot clearer. If you break down every single personality trait of a narcissist and every single personality trait that it creates in a codependent, you will be there years and you won't manage anything. It requires a bird's eye view. It requires that we look above the current situation and traits for an answer. It's all about vibration, the law of resonance. Lower entities are dependent on our low vibrational energy as a food source. Just like many parasites, these parasites have the ability to appear seductive and desirable to you. So please be careful that you are not being sucked in. I don't want to scare you with this information. I hope in time you'll see from this channel, this is a doorway, an opening, an understanding of who you truly are. You are much, much more than human, which I'll cover in future videos. But so for now, the solution is simple. Good vibes only. I can't wait to show you what you're capable of. You attracted a life you didn't want because you made it unconsciously. When you take the reins fully and you attract everything that you want into your life, healed, then life starts to turn around. And when your vibrations are high, these entities won't want anything to do with you. Why would they? They have supplies stashed all over the place. If your energy field becomes too strong for them, they will simply leave and find another food source. They know your power. Because you don't, they are harvesting it. This is how I found out about my power. I could not believe the extent people were going to try and stop me doing some really good humanitarian projects that they would have benefited from. This is when things really opened up for me. As I said, everything I was going to do was going to benefit the people who were trying to bring me down. So, of course, you're going to have a little bit of a look like, is this person conscious? Because they are trying to screw up everything that they need. So this is how I learned about my power. I learned that somebody, somewhere, or several of them, didn't want me to use my power. I hugely underestimated myself. They were taking me more seriously than I was taking myself. There was something they wanted from me. A power that I didn't even know I had. If you're ready for a transformation and you're committed to stepping into the best version of yourself, I would love you, love you to join the course. You'll be set up for life with tools that you can use forever. This course isn't just for the 12 weeks that's stipulated online. It's for life. You have this material for life. You can use it over and over again. Plus, there is an online supportive community of people just like you, where you can forge better relationships, more meaningful relationships with people that want the best for you. When you see this as a spiritual battle and you start to understand it that way, you'll start to understand why people, entities are trying to stop you from progressing. Once you do this, everything changes. Find that power in yourself and protect it. It's time to heal. In my next video, I'll go into more details about what loosh is and what the soul is. And always remember, I've put together a healing guide, the healing blueprint. The link is in the description below and I'll leave it in the comment section. This outlines all the steps that I took to heal and the steps that I use at my private practice. I've decided now to go public with this information in the hope that I can help more people. Until the next video, Is Loosh.